Hey guys, can you hear me? I'm going live from my phone. The last time I did this, the audio was so messed up that you couldn't really hear shit. Well, you couldn't hear enough to clip me. Hey Pepper, Denise, Shaz, Whistle Down, Mel D. Just waiting to see. Hey Don Marie, Sweet Pea. Waiting to see who comes in. This is my State of the Union address. I've not had a word to say about the shit going on around here, but now I do. Hello, Diamond Cutter. I might lose some subs over this. I might lose some supporters over this. Hell, I might even lose some friends over it. But I'm just going to put it out there the way it is. I don't give a shit, you know. Hey, Lisa 54. Hey, Just Me. Pearls of Wisdom. Sweet Pea. Shanna B. Hey, Domino Queen. No, it's not important. I mean, it's just basically my opinion about basically the state of this. I don't even know what community. I don't even know if it is a community. Hey, Allie's nurse. Uh, I don't know. To me, it's just YouTube anymore. I don't feel like I even belong to a community. Hey, Irish Marie. Why? Did somebody else have a title like mine? Uh, I thought the title was so cute. And I thought of it all on my own. Hey, Surviving the Storms. First of all, I want to thank you guys for those who voted for Maggie in UB Viral's animal pet contest. I don't know if I've done that yet, but thank you. Maggie come in second. Uh, I forwarded that money to a member of the community. Somebody here on YouTube I happen to know. Oh, state of the community. I didn't want. Oh, I didn't. No, I didn't mean to copy her. I'll change it if I have to. Yeah, Maggie. Hey, Baruka. I don't see Corey, but hello, Corey, if you're in here. So I just want to get down to some brass tacks of what I've been noticing. Hey, Anita Backrub, which means I probably won't be reading. Hey, Republican Ash, Denise. I probably won't be reading chat, Mrs. Michelle. No, you're not blocked. Of course not. I don't think anybody's blocked. Well, I mean, I'm sure there are people blocked, but they always find an account to come in under. So whatever. I did unblock Infantile Lady. She's been asking me to, so I finally. The pup is good. She's got an appointment for getting spayed July 23rd or July something. It's written on the calendar. Hey, Shane. Right, right. Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about babies, believe it or not, because all of us. Okay, so I'm just going to start out with. Uh, I'm just going to start out with Diane's live. Okay, Diane went live. I hadn't seen her in a while, so I thought, well, I'll go take a looky see. Okay, and Diane started basically saying, started in on Tiffany Marie about the check. I still haven't seen proof that the check is false, but what is up with people that think, and this is not just Diane, this is this whole community that think, okay, let's say that Tiffany Marie made up that check. Okay, let's say she did. Let's say she just wrote it out and showed it to people. uh, that doesn't negate what you did, Diane. It doesn't change what you did. I mean, sure, if it turns out the check was fraudulent, she didn't really send that money to the Summer Wells Reward Fund. Okay, call her a liar. But it doesn't change what you did, Diane. You still stand as, I'm sorry, but a scammer. Because I didn't hear Tiffany say all donations given to my channel goes to the the Summer Wells Reward Fund. There's hundreds and hundreds of clips of you saying, Diane, that all donations going to your channel will go to St. Jude. Now, nobody ever said that you did not donate to St. Jude. You obviously did. Right. She didn't steal it. She just didn't donate it. If that's the case, I haven't even seen proof of that yet, but whatever. But if it turns out that Tiffany lied, then you call her a liar. But it doesn't negate what you did, Diane. The same way as, okay, let's go back to the day when I said that ornery shit to John Crimes. I said it. I apologized. I meant it. That apology still stands. But when Kimmy P said something racist, it didn't negate what I did. It didn't take away from what I did. I still did that. Is it kind of crackly? See, I don't know what to do. I could put my headphones in. Yes, the gaslighting on here. And then I see Diane over there super chatting Molly Go Lightly, and we'll get to her. When Molly was one of the ones leading the campaign about Diane being a scammer. So Diane basically thinks, well, because Tiffany said this or did this, she can no longer call me a scammer. No, one does not negate the other. And why people think it does. I'm going to try to go into the house to see if it helps because, maybe being closer to the router. Just like the trans fashion bullshit. It's ugly, it's gross, but it doesn't negate what Mallory said. It doesn't take away from what Mallory said. Can't two people be wrong? Can't two circumstances be wrong? Why is it only one? Well, this doesn't matter anymore because, somebody said something worse than I did, or somebody did something worse than I did. So it just doesn't matter anymore. No, it doesn't work like that. Real life doesn't work like that. Real life doesn't work on that. It doesn't work like that. Well, Tiffany said some pretty disgusting comments too, Chang. But it doesn't change the fact of what Mallory said. And like I said, I may lose subs over this. I may lose friends over this. But this is the way I feel. One bad thing doesn't negate another one. Things I totally agreed with them. I totally agreed with them. But do they forget the things they said when they were fighting with Mallory about her man hands and her hooves? It didn't, it still happened. It didn't change. I just don't understand the concept around here. And these self-entitled son of a bitches with these freaking wish lists. If these were need lists, I need this, my kids are starting school and I don't have money to get them new school clothes, or, uh, you know, whatever. My kid needs braces. It's imperative to their future. And then I'm okay with it. But this really, now we're going to buy Molly a brand new pair of roller skates? And her dog obviously needs several new dresses? Are you kidding me? I literally went on to, okay, on Facebook, we have this local town site. I'm sure you all do. And I was reading it the other day, and there was this girl on there, a young girl, and she's in desperate need of this particular um, baby formula. I'm sorry, Pix. But she's in desperate need of this particular baby formula. Yes, people, have you been watching the news? For whatever reason, we're in a baby formula crisis. And it was so heart touching because a man came under her post. Now, she's got to have this particular, her baby is allergic to all the others. And this man, okay, let me try my earbuds. But this man came under her post and offered her several cans of the liquid and the powder because he and his wife had just lost their infant daughter. They had no use for it. Um, Not only did he offer it to her, but she offered to pay for it. He said no, and that he would take it to her. That was a need. That was a need. But for God's sakes, let's buy Mallory a new lampshade. You know, let's headphones in. I've never seen anything like it, Badger. I've never seen anything like what's going on around this place. I won't even call it a community. Is my sound any better at all that I put headphones in? If people want to buy things for other people, who cares? It's not our business what people do with their money. That's true. That's true, Deborah Ann. But then I fully expect for when somebody walks into Mallory's and says, "Oh, what a lovely lamp. Where did you get it?" "Oh, I begged for it off of YouTube." Just like if somebody sees Molly roller skating down her street, "Ooh, nice skates. Where did you get them?" "Oh, I put them on a wish list." I don't get it. I'm sorry, but the way I feel about these wish lists are, no. If you're in need, that's one thing. Chain, unblock Captain Obvious. If you're in need, but these wish lists have just gotten out of control. I mean, just totally out of control. Self entitled son of a bitches that think, here's the way I look at these wish lists, okay? And I hate to say it, but in my opinion, there are some people on here that, okay, me for one, I'm on a fixed income, okay? Is it choppy, just me? I don't know how to undo it. Maggie ate my computer cord. So I'm on my phone. I don't know why it's like that. But okay, so this is why I didn't want to read chat. So here's what I worry about these wish lists. There's people out there that actually like thinks Molly Golightly is a celebrity, or they're so in, so into Mallory. No, it's not a low battery. That I believe some people on here donate that they don't have the money to donate to people. I don't know. I just think about like the telephone scams. When I see these wish lists of these people who don't they don't need people to buy them gifts. I'm sorry, but your life will go on without a new lawn ornament or without your dog having a new dress. Hey, Ben. Yeah, the skates would be worth it just to see her fat ass up there. Yes, I body shamed. I have a fat ass. I can call her a fat ass. I don't get it. And the way that people think that, again, that they can say something and it's negated because somebody did something worse. No, they're both bad. They're both bad. And why people on here can't, it's almost like you got to pick a side on who's worse than the other. Well, Mallory made a sick joke about a missing child. We have no idea if she's deceased or not. But Mallory made a sick joke about a deceased child. But then Tiffany and AB went all transphobic on her. So who's worse? Can we just chalk it up to it's both shitty? I'm not picking sides either because I don't agree with none of them. I don't like Mallory and I don't like Molly Golightly. So, and for totally different reasons. To me, Mallory is not entertaining. She's never been entertaining. That's my right. Just like the people that do sit in her chat and they do think she's entertaining. That's their right. Then I see these wish lists going up, and I'm thinking, what the fuck? Do you really, really need these things? I'm telling you, people, we're getting, our country is in such bad shape that if you don't start, right, buy your own shampoo. Hey, Jonathan, if you don't start thinking about your money, most of this country right now live paycheck to paycheck. Any given tragedy, any tragedy, any unexpected bill or a hospital stay or whatever could sink them. But hell yeah, let's buy somebody a new lamp, or let's buy somebody some tiki torches, or because thank you, Pepper. I just don't get it. And then for people to come on here and say, well, you can't call me, sorry, Diane, I'm using you again. You can't call me a scammer because you wrote a check and didn't prove it was valid. Yeah, yeah, they can. Totally different scenario. Hello, Boston. Totally different scenario. Again, if you find out the check wasn't valid and it didn't go through to whatever, then you can call her a liar, but she didn't scam anybody. Molly is an attention whore. She doesn't care what kind of attention. And she'll tell you that. Mallory is too. Mallory is an attention whore. And she doesn't care. I've watched Mallory for years and years now. Through the beach house, the stroking with Vinny G. When I say stroking with Vinny G, I mean, you know what I mean. This is Mallory. She teams up with these channels that have a lot of subs, and then she finds her way into a controversial situation, and she builds off of it. Molly Golightly, same way. I personally would rather keep my little, 2 or 3 thousand subs and just be a decent person. Yes, the beach house with Vegas Vixen and Dubs. I watched that whole thing go down. Mallory tormented the shit out of Dubs. She went around all basically for hours calling him a bitch and a girl. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about when Dubs was going to knock the shit out of her or stab her, and she pulled the, I'm a woman card. No, he's a man. You're disrespecting him as a man, and he's disrespecting you as a woman. Equally vile. Equally vile. It doesn't negate. One bad act on here doesn't negate the other. She did beg for a fight. She tormented the shit out of Dubs. Yes, threatened to throw him over the balcony. Fact of the matter is, Mallory's bigger than Dubs. She probably could have picked him up and thrown him over the balcony. Hey, Sergeant. Yes, yes, you don't show somebody a knife because then that person assumes you're going to use that knife on them. Dubs was wrong too. Why can't they both be wrong? But then Mallory comes back and plays this total victim. And that's what I see happening on here every single day. You want to get on your panel, you want to call people liars. Come to find out you're a liar. But then when somebody calls you out, you want to cry about it. No, you don't get to do that. That's not real life. And I put myself there too. When I said those things to John Crimes, they were gross. I apologized. I meant my apology. I still mean my apology, but it doesn't mean it didn't happen just because Kimmy P said something racist. It doesn't mean that what I did didn't happen. And that's the way this place works around here. Well, somebody did something worse than I did, so what I did just didn't happen. It just doesn't matter anymore. Wrong. That's not the way life works. I personally do not enjoy Mallory's humor. I've never enjoyed it. Probably so, Captain Obvious. It's just me. I don't enjoy her humor. But I don't fault the ones that do. But for now, one whole week, what was it, 3, 4, 5 days? And Mallory's on her channel saying that Tiffany Marie is making a mountain out of a molehill over her joke. But Mallory's the one that kept talking about it. I don't get it, man. This place is not like it used to be. Hey, Bailey Lex. You know, my sister and her wife went to um, a gay pride event Saturday, and I was scared to death. I was scared to death because of all the ugly and the hate in this world. I mean, I like called them 3 or 4 times while they were there and then made them text me and let me know they made it home okay because of all the hate and shit in this world. But you know what? You're not going to change it by preaching about it because if there's hate, it's in your heart. Me standing up here preaching about it is not going to change the way that anybody feels. I haven't been live in a while. I'm sitting here thinking for the last several days, and like I said, what sparked it off was kind of like Diane last night, you know. Well, you can't call me a scammer anymore because you wrote a check and won't prove that it's true. And Diane made it clear she doesn't care about Tiffany's donation or not. She said it several times. I will give her that credit. But totally different scenario, Diane. And one doesn't negate the other. Thank you, Daddy Sakura. Yeah, she doesn't get spayed till further in July. But I don't know. I was talking to somebody, it doesn't, the way that people just want to erase shit around here because somebody did something uglier than they did, or so they think. Here's a perfect example. I was watching a live stream the other day where they were talking about Tiffany and AB and the shit they said. And in comes Sour Girl. Now, I'm not kidding you. I have the screenshot. In comes Sour Girl, and she says, and I quote, I don't agree with the transgender bashing and all, but I do not want to hear Savage and Shannon, and they are my friends. I don't want to hear their names. Well, they did it. They gender bashed. You can't say, okay, I'll sit in here and listen to you drag Tiffany from an AB from, hell and back, and then come in and say, well, I don't agree with it, but I don't want to hear my friends' names. They're my friends. Okay, well, your friends gender bashed. I'll sit in here and listen to you drag Tiffany, but don't you dare bring up anybody else that did it. I couldn't believe it when I saw her type those words. I was like, and God love her. She's not the only one that feels that way. I'll sit in a stream and listen to you bash so and so, but I'm not going to listen to you bash my friends who did the same exact thing. I don't get it. Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. Because if I do something stupid and I get drugged from top to bottom, as I should, and probably will, because every time I go live, somebody goes live to drag me, but whatever, then it doesn't negate what somebody else said or did. It doesn't change that. Is, well, so and so said, Michelle, so and so said this or so and so did that, so I'm off the hook. Nope. Exactly, full on hypocrisy. I think we're all fully aware of the fact that gender bashing is wrong, addiction bashing is wrong. I don't really need anybody to tell me. I learned that shit when I was younger. I don't need that. I don't need that lesson in life either. I don't know. I don't get it, guys. I really don't. You know? And like I said, don't ask me why, but these wish lists are really eating at my ass. And not because I need anything. I'm not sitting here going, "Oh my God, I need to raise money to get Maggie Spade, and people are buying Mallory a lampshade." Or, "Oh my God, I need to raise, I need money to do this or to do that," and people are buying freaking Molly Go Lightly a new purse or roller skates or whatever. That's not why they're irking my ass. I can't really even be honest with you and tell you why they're irking my ass. I think they're irking my ass because I see so many people in. No, I don't have a wish list, Michelle. I guess they're irking my ass because I see so many people in the real world that's in need. And people on here that's in need, but they won't ask for anything. Maybe that's why it's irking my ass. Yes, I have irky butt. Dr. Jones. I'm just going to say Dr. Jones because I'm not saying the rest. I don't even know how to say the rest of that. Right, Michelle. I agree, Captain Obvious. And I don't even have a problem with people giving these people this shit. I don't know what my problem is. Maybe I just wish they would give it to people that are more needy. I don't know. No, Diane has to wear that scarlet letter forever. It doesn't mean that people can't go back and support her again. I don't give a shit. But that scarlet letter was earned, just like now Mallory scarlet letter of talking about a missing child, making a horrible joke about it. That scarlet letter was earned, just like what I did on that panel with John Crimes. My scarlet letter was earned. I have to wear it. It doesn't mean that I have to, you know, have it shoved down my throat every day, but I just don't understand the mentality of, well, somebody did something worse than me, so I'm off the hook for my bad behavior. I don't get that. And as far as the wish list goes, yes, don't ask me why, but they're really irking my ass. And I think it's because I know people in the community that need help that won't ask for it. Maybe that's why it irks my ass so bad. And no, you can't force these people to come forward and say, I need help. Yeah. Some people have no shame on here. You're right. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't, And like I said, I've been sitting over here sitting on my hands. I haven't gone live. I haven't, other than a couple conversations in Discord. I got shit going on in my real life too. Everybody does. Mine ain't no bigger or different than anybody else's. A bunch of creators shamed subs in need, but put out. Exactly. And I'll tell you what, topical gel over there, and you all know who I'm talking about. I ain't saying her real channel name because I do not want to send anybody over to that freaking nutcase. But I dare you to make a video saying I'm on here e-begging for my dog or something. I don't know, full on hypocrisy. I'm sitting here, I've been declared disabled. I've worked since I was 16 years old. I'm 57. I think I'm 57. Pretty sure. Um, Somewhere around there. I know I'm no older than that. But I don't feel good about myself. I miss the days of going out and working and getting a paycheck and yeah, I miss those days. Man, it felt good. It felt good to know at the end of the week or at the end of the 2-week pay period that I could pay my bills. And I might have been broke for the rest of the week or the rest of the 2 weeks, but my bills were paid. But then life hit and it all changed and it's okay. But it doesn't mean that I don't miss being out there in the real world. Of course I do. It feels good to be a gangster. People on here that's disabled, they live on a fixed income. Those are the ones I see that don't, they're the least ones on here asking for anything. Whatever happened to just a good old fashioned work your ass, collect your paycheck, and then later on in life, if you become disabled, you paid into that fund. I don't know, man. I'm just like really pissy. I guess at the whole country. And then when I see all this bullshit on here, hey, Doll Factory. And again, I can't even explain to you why. You know, Benny Keys over there, he gets money for a drone, a drone, a $2,000 or $3,000 toy. Has it found summer? Has he even taken it to Tennessee to fly it over the areas? What a joke. What a joke, man. That man is just a total joke. I'm sorry, but he is. He always has been. I've known from the get go. His only interest in these cases is the reward money. That's all he's ever been interested in. But yet he sits on here and people just throw money at him like, Maybe I'm being petty. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't care that people are throwing him money. But I sure wish they'd throw it to somebody that's in need of it. I'm Captain Obvious. My kid name, I don't even want to say what my childhood nickname was because it'll get clipped. And that's what I'll be known as. And it's. But hell, let's throw Benny Keys money because he wants to help Summer. No. And people talk about, well, look how much money this one's made off Summer. Well, look how much money this one's made off Summer. Well, basically, if you're talking about Summer, no matter what, and you make a super chat, you made money off Summer. So from this point out, if I make a super chat on this stream, then I made money off Summer Wells. Any way you look at it, whether you're talking directly about Summer in her case or whether you're talking about the people that are talking about Summer in her case, you still made money off Summer Wells. So that's my opinion on that situation. And I won't be talking anymore about Summer because, well, I don't need to. All I do is pray that the little girl comes home. End of conversation. Just like I do any other missing child. But no one is better or worse than the other one. When it comes to making money off missing children or a certain case or whatever, nobody's better or worse than anybody else. I don't get it. Again, Diane said, well, I can bet you that Tiffany made more off the Summer Wells case than I did in the whole, I don't know, 3 years or whatever. Okay, but maybe she has. But that doesn't negate what you did, Diane. You still did what you did. And again, I don't care, any of you guys, if I see you over at Diane's, I don't care. I don't have a problem with that. But history doesn't just go away because somebody else did something. It's back when our country was tearing down statues. Well, we'll tear down this statue and it'll be like this never happened. Of course it happened. I don't get it. I don't get it. I've seen a lot of passing the buck lately. Pardon the pun. Well, you can't call me this anymore because you did that. Nope, not true. What it boils down to is we can call both of you this or that. Exactly, Bridget. It's almost like we get choices. And the choice is, okay, well, you can either support this or you can support that. Or you can not support either and say, just because I'm in their chat doesn't mean I support it. And I do kind of agree with that statement. Just because you're in somebody's chat doesn't mean that you support everything they say and do. I'm sure there's people in this chat right now that don't support shit I say. They're probably not even supporting what I'm saying right now. That's okay. It's all right. You don't have to support what I'm saying. I see. Well, the other day I see Starlight has a banner up. Not responsible for anything said on this panel. Yeah, you kind of are. That's right, Bridget. It's your responsibility that if you have somebody on panel saying something shitty and it's your channel and your panel, then it's your responsibility to knock them off. Unless you agree with it, then okay, let it roll. I've never cared where anybody went or who they supported. I didn't agree with the going into Diane's real life when all that shit was going on. I mean, it was pretty clear when Diane refused to bring receipts that something was a little shitty. Hey, Mel D. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like I said, I've sat around for the last week or so thinking, no, it doesn't change just because somebody else did something shitty. If you did something shitty, you did it. It doesn't mean that people can't forgive you and support you. I don't care. But it doesn't just go away because somebody might have done something shittier than you. I don't know. Like I said, I'm really not even in a bad mood today. I'm really not. I'm getting ready to clean the kitchen, mop the kitchen floor, lay the new rug that I got like 3 weeks ago and I still haven't. But I'm telling you, these wish lists are really chapping my ass. Don't ask me why, but they are. They're really chapping my ass. And like I said, I think it's because I know people on here that really do struggle, that refuse to ask for help. And there's people on here that, I'm sorry, the House of Williams has been built from the ground up by supporters. And I guess if you got the talent to finagle that kind of shit, Mallory will flat out tell you, they'll come and they'll go, And I personally don't have any right to tell people what to do with their money. I don't know. I don't know why they're irking my ass so bad. Hello, Kenneth. Well, I'm sorry your garden is dark. Right, Bridget? She talks about how she's built the House of Williams. No, you haven't. Your supporters have. Like, literally. You haven't built shit. Then I see her over there super chatting. I don't know who it was. She super chatted, either Molly or Diane or somebody. And I was like, well, that was very nice of you, Miss Williams, to give the money that somebody else has given you to someone else. What the fuck? Listen, people. I can't listen to her because I can't stand the GD word every 2 seconds. If I want to hear that shit, I'll go sit in a bar with 70-year-old men. The Jesus Christ, GD. I mean, every 2 seconds. And let me tell you something. I don't mind cuss words. I got a filthy mouth. Fuck is my byword. Right. No, not right. I mean, I say fuck like I do good morning, but I cannot stand the GD word or somebody just to blurt out Jesus Christ out of their mouth every few minutes. I can't stand it. Sorry. Therefore, not interested in listening to it. Again, if I wanted to hear it, I'd go sit in a bar with a bunch of old men who think that's, still normal. But you damn sure didn't build the House of Williams. Everybody else built the House of Williams. And the fact that you're sucking up to people that went after your gender before, to me, really shows me that you're not as big an advocate for transgender as you claim to be. That's right, Sergeant Blackrock. No, you can't cuss in the Legion. If you cuss in the Legion, you got to put money in the jar. So I usually just get a roll of quarters and just give it to them when I walk in. You got to put a quarter in the jar every time you cuss. So, like I said, I get a roll of quarters, just give it to them. And I get away with, what, 20 good cusses? Yeah. I don't know, guys. Like I said, when I saw, I've seen Mallory's, the peddling of Mallory's wish list go on for a while, and people are buying it and whatever. And then I saw Molly Golightly had a wish list, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. These are people that make $20,000-$30,000 off of missing kids and deceased children, and they have wish lists. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why those are irking my ass so bad, but they are. And it's irking my ass that, because somebody said or did something worse than I did, all of a sudden mine is erased. No, that's not the way life works. And that's not just Diane. I'm not just saying that about Diane. That's a lot of people that think, well, she said this, so whatever I said just went right out the window. Nope. Nope. You still said it. You still did it. Nothing changed it. Oh, the old birthday month. Yeah. I don't know where I come from. You get one day a year. That's your birthday. You don't get a whole fucking month. You don't get a week. You get one day. One day a year is your birthday. Hell, if you wanted to do a birthday month, say mine's in January. We won't say that. It is. And if I wanted to do a birthday month, then I would share it with all the January birthday people. I don't get to own January because I was born then. Buckle up for next week. It's going to get crazier than really, Captain Obvious. What do you know? You better email me with some info. I need the down low. I need the 411 because I don't know how it could get any crazier. I don't know how this case could get any crazier. We basically, people on YouTube have accused every person in that town of having something to do with Summer's disappearance. No new facts have come out with the vigils. Yep. Yep. I do believe the vigils will be crazy. But hey, there's people that collected money to go to the vigils that aren't even going to the vigils. So we won't see them there. But let's not bring attention to that. Because, that money could actually go to somebody that needed it because you're not taking the trip, so you don't need it. Right? So give it to somebody that needs it. Give it to an animal rescue. Give it to the, Foundation for Missing and Exploited Children. Give it to the reward fund. I don't care who you give it to, but you're not taking the trip, so give it to somebody. Well, my birthday happens to be in January, so if I go anywhere, I have to go somewhere warm, which I've spent the last, until I came back to the Midwest. I spent them in Florida, and they were just another day I went to work. Just another day. Come on out, Sam. Yeah, baby's running low on formula. How about buying some baby formula and shipping it to people? How about that? How about going to your local grocery store and seeing if your store has the baby formula that people are begging for? Since you're not going to use the money for the intended target, how about you do that? Won't happen. Won't happen. Then Molly, I heard her say, well, I'm going down, but I'm only going to Nashville. Okay. The fuck's in Nashville? The country music capital of the world. That's it. What are you going to do? You're going to go sit in a bar and listen to somebody belt out neon lights and honor summer? Give me a break. Hey, Mandy. I am just me. And like I said, I may lose subs, I may lose friends, but my opinion is no, one ugly thing does not totally erase another ugly thing, even though people on here seem to think it does. You know, going real life, doxing. Hell, that's the standard around here anymore. That's almost like offering an olive branch to somebody. You know, well, all I did was go into your real life. All I did was dox you and your family. Oh, well, that's okay. We're friends now. Hello, Jessica. I don't know. Like I said, the fact that people think that, if I go out here and I rob somebody and somebody I know goes out and kills somebody, does that take away the fact that all I did was rob them? I didn't kill them? No, not in the court of law, not in the court of public opinion, and not in the eyes of God. I still robbed somebody. And that's what I see around here now is a lot of, well, so and so did this, so whatever I did doesn't matter anymore. No, I don't get that. I don't understand that. It's not my way of thinking, but whatever. And all you people out there with dumb wish list, how about you think of somebody other than yourself? How about that? How about you think about somebody other than yourself? That'd be different, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be something different on here? Maybe put up a wish list for somebody that really does need it. I mean, now that you got your house built, Mallory. Come on, Molly. You really can't afford a pair of roller skates? You can't afford a new dress for your dog? Come on. And I'm just praying that Just Angel's post was just a joke. I'm praying she was just being sarcastic. I don't know. Maybe I'm pissy because I don't have shit to give to people. I mean, I got a window and I got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of, and I'm very grateful. I'm so grateful for that. Oh no, now I sound like Leticia. Jeez. What happened to that nut? She got a strike? I wouldn't have struck her. I'd want to keep my eye on that crazy one. But let's go in and torment her because she's mentally ill, and let's go mess with her because I don't know. I don't get it. That's what I do when I come across a mentally ill person or somebody disturbed. I fuck with them. That's what I do. Yeah, right. I told you all when I first moved to Florida, we were on the West Coast in a little town called Newport Richey. And the house that we rented just happened to be right down the street from a home for adults with that were mentally challenged. And there was, they got passes. They could go walking through the day and stuff like that. And there was this one chick, and God love her. I mean, it could be 89 degrees out, and she would have on a coat and a toboggan cap and gloves and the whole deal. She was always cold. God love her. But one day we pull up, and she jumps on our car like a spider monkey. I didn't get out and fuck with her. I just waited for her to get down and go on her way. I mean, she literally jumped on the hood of our car, like, just me and my sister are just looking at each other. And Missy went to roll her window down. I was like, no, let her get off the hood and go on her way. Don't push it. Yeah, I don't do that. If I see people walking down the street talking to themselves, I don't go up and make fun of them. I mean, I don't get it. I don't know. I guess I'm just in one of those moods where I'm just not understanding a lot of shit on here. Yeah, Captain Obvious. It's just not something I do. Hey, Crane Kicks. And it's really not even don't poke the bear. It's don't poke the mentally ill person. I don't know. I don't know. Exactly, Captain Obvious. Me too. Unless, they say something to me and they want to have a conversation, then I have no problem having a conversation. But I just don't go up and start, you know, just going at them because they're crazy. Sorry, I use the word crazy, but I don't mean any disrespect by that. I tell my therapist all the time I'm crazy, and she agrees. So, yeah, I'm going to get off here. I got to get my niece up. She's got to go to the orthodontist. I really do need to clean the kitchen. I just came on to say hi. Maggie's getting bigger. I know y'all probably saw the pic of her on the boat, living her best life. She had a blast. She's a great swimmer, but did get her a life jacket just in case, when the water warms up and we're all out there floating around. I don't want her to become tired. So she got a life jacket. It's got a fin on it. It looks like a little shark. I agree, Donna. I agree with all of it. I agree with everything you just said. It's just like, the finger pointing. Well, you've made money off Summer Wells and you've made money off Summer Wells. Let's face it. If you talked about Summer Wells and you got a super chat, you made money off of her. Now, I don't consider the two super chats that I got today making money off Summer Wells because at that point I hadn't spoken on her. But if anybody super chatted me right now, then I would have to say, yeah, I made $10 off Summer Wells. But only because I'm tired of people saying, well, you made money off of it. No, you made more money. Well, you can't talk about me being a scammer because look what you did. No, no, it doesn't work that way. Your bad things don't just go away because somebody did something worse. And that's kind of how I feel like this whole community has become. Well, I'm not so bad anymore because so and so did this. No, you're still bad for what you did. Doesn't make you a bad person, makes what you did bad. Same way with Mallory. Doesn't make Mallory a bad person. She just told a very bad joke. I don't think it makes Tiffany Marie and AB bad people, but by the same token, you should never gender bash anybody. Anybody. But then again, when I watch Mallory running around calling D-dubs a bitch and a girl for hours, I thought that was kind of ironic, you know? You don't get to do that, Mallory, and then cry because D-dubs might have said something. You got daddy issues. I wish I had my daddy right now. I miss my daddy. I miss my mom. I miss everybody. But I'll see him again someday. I'm glad I didn't have to ask my dad for a whole lot after I became an adult. I was able to work and pay my own way. But if there ever was a time that I got in a bind, my dad was always there for me. He wasn't a rich man. My dad wasn't a rich man. He just worked. Uh, I don't have that anymore. But by the same token, I don't have a wish list and never will. If I post a wish list, I can almost guarantee you, if I ever post a wish list, it will be someone else's, someone else in need. You just won't know who it will be. But you'll know if it's got baby formula or anything like that on it, that it's not for me, okay? I'm 57 years old. My baby is turning 36 in July. Still acts like he's 16, but that's a whole different topic. I don't know. Good morning, folks. I hope I've made your day by coming on here and bitching and complaining. And giving my opinion on how one thing has nothing to do with the other most of the time. But yet people jump on one side or the other instead of just standing in the middle and saying, no, both were wrong. Whatever happened to just standing in the middle? You can stand in the middle, you know, there's room. And you can say both are wrong and still like one or the other or neither or both. It's okay. I'm sorry, Mel D. But I'm going to get off here. Maggie's eating something, probably a log. She literally shit wood the other day. I was like, FML. But hey, what dog doesn't chew on sticks, huh? The moral of the story is men die around me. A friendly warning. Mel, stop. You're a good person. I've met a lot of good people on here. I just don't understand some of the shenanigans that go on around here and why people can't just stand in the middle and say, nope, that was wrong and that was wrong. Equally wrong. Not worse than the other, equally wrong. I don't get it. So, if you guys want to join me in the middle, you know where I'm at. Hush, Sam, you ain't nothing. That's not nice, ain't Trace? I'm something. I'm a big old mastiff dog. But yeah, I'm going to get off here and see what kind of clusterfuck YouTube brings today. I've actually been kind of following the story of John Walsh and his daughter. Of course, I will never take it to the point that I would go real life and try to go into Mr. Walsh's real life or his daughter's real life. But, you know, it's one of those family things that are playing out in the media, and kind of curious as to what started it all. So, yep. Y'all have a great day. And like I said, if you want to stand over here in the middle, you know where I'm at. Because ugly is ugly. And that's it. Have a great day, guys. I'll be back. See you around the tubes.